This product is an AI retractable keyboard that looks like a super hacker in a movie would use. Mechanically, your product is maybe one of the most interesting things we've seen here at the entire convention. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, sure, and thanks. So it's a keyboard and mouse with automatic transmission. That means no more hand transfer between the main keyboard and the mouse or the trackpad. It also has a built-in Linux computer, so aside from connecting it to your PC or Mac, you can use it as an additional computing device. You can connect the monitor on the left side and your Type-C peripherals on the right side. Here's a demonstration. I just slightly move my hands, rotate it a little bit, and then it changes on itself automatically. So you only need to do a very slight rotation.
Very slight, not dramatic.
Make sure this is away, yes, and wait for it.
When you say it's away, what do you mean away? Like
away
up?
From the moving parts.
Oh, okay, got it.
Your pinky, pay attention to your pinky.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're
that's pretty cool.
Just relaxed. You're very relaxed, which is good. That's
okay.
what it wants.
Okay. Trackpad. Trackpad. Typing. Oh, it's back.
It's an armrest, so you can just rest.
Can you tell me about the tech that's baked into this thing that makes it work?
Sure. So there is a camera that's connected to a Raspberry Pi, which is running AI, and it's inferencing the posture of the hand to recognize when you want to switch from one section to another. So you're basically communicating with the AI.
And did you say this was for sale now, or this is just a prototype?
This is a prototype, and we hope to start selling by June of this year.
So behind me are extremely human-like robots made by Realbotix.
This is Melody, and like many of our robots, her primary function is social interaction, casual conversation, maybe making you laugh here and there. She could be used in a wide variety of situations. Anything that would require or would benefit from a human-to-human interaction, that's where I see these robots. We should get Melody to introduce herself.
Hello there, I'm Melody, your charming companion from Realbotix, ready to entertain you at CES 2025.
I think it's very important that, number one, the aesthetic needs to be, for lack of a better word, attractive. We as human beings are attracted to certain people more than others. Physical appearance is part of that. And so what I try to do is find an attractive appearance and then augment it with an attractive personality to go along with it. And it's just kind of like creating a person. It's very strange. And so the premise of everything we're doing is that a human-like robot will be able to interact with humans on a whole different level than any other robot or any kind of AI-generated image that might be on a screen. I don't want it to look 100% human. I want people to think it's a human for a second, but then become comfortable with the fact that it isn't. So it's a very kind of, really weird edge we walk on, trying not to fall into the uncanny valley, both with the designs of the faces and the body parts, and also with the AI and the movements and all of that stuff. So it's a never-ending adventure.
And last question, I understand that clients can order kind of made-to-order robots to their specifications, their characters. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is really a cornerstone of our design. You touched on the fact that you saw a face over there. The faces are modular. So if someone wants a custom character, which happens often, I'm able to take the model, sculpt it for them, get their approval, and turn it into a face which will fit on our robot.
We were just walking by Unitree's stand and we saw their new humanoid robot offering, and we're lucky enough to run into and get to know a roboticist here. Can you give me just a top-line overview of what is going into making this thing walk around and shake hands and wave right now?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to do it, but all of these systems have three things. Like there's input, there's compute, and there's output. So the input is, how do you know you're stable? So there's inertial measurement units, which is a combination of an accelerometer, which is an acceleration sensor, a gyroscope, that's like a tilt sensor, and then some of them can, some of them can sense forces on the feet, so they know if they're leaning more on the, I know, they're so cute, they're one eye. They can sense ground reaction forces on the feet. And you take that sensor data, you fuse it through different types of technologies, and use it to drive the motors. So they're always an instant from falling over. So it's a very fast loop, continuously checking, correcting, and that's why they move like that. Because it's not pre-recorded motion. It's really like reacting and adjusting. And I think we're like low years, like less than 5 years away from seeing these in stores and not giving them a double glance, because you've seen them, they're around.
Behind me is Luxottica's new Rayban offering in collaboration with Meta AI.
What makes these glasses unique is the onboard AI that's natively built into them as well. When you put them on like this, if you say, hey Meta, and then give it a prompt, the AI will then complete that prompt for you.
Hey Meta, what's the weather like in Las Vegas right now?
The headliner? In Las Vegas, it is currently mostly sunny and 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's rad.
So the glasses have a rechargeable case. It charges with a USB-C. The glasses are just magnetized right here at the bridge, so you plug them in, they're charging. The glasses have about 4 hours of battery life, but if you're taking like a lot of videos, it'll die a little quicker, but as soon as you pop it in the case, it's recharging. They start at $299 and go up to $379 depending on the lens color. So the ones you're wearing are polarized, which is that anti-glare filter. All polarized ones are $329, transition is $379, and then just standard sunglasses, non-polarized, are $299.
So I'm in the micro-mobility area of CES checking out Aotos, a company that manufactures motorized carry-on luggage.
Now press here. That's it. You know here, press here.
Okay.
And then press here, hold down. And then press here, let it go.
Okay. Great. Easy. So you pull that up, turn off, and then you pull up, battery back, and then phone charge right here. Pretty cool. Close that up. So this thing retails for around $500 and will get you about 10 kilometers on a single charge. It also has a 31-liter capacity. What is this device behind us that is clearly better than a Roomba?
Here we're looking at Roborock Saros Z70, which is the new and the first ever mass-produced mechanical arm built in with a robotic vacuum, and is able to pick up sandals, your socks, and also crumble tissues on your floor, which means it will clean away the stuff on your path while it's cleaning, and making the cleaning more efficient and covering more place on your floor when you're using your robotic vacuums.
Can you talk to me about weight limit on this thing? Can it pick up a pair of pants? Can it pick up a coat? Can it pick up an unruly child and put that child in the crib? What's the weight limit here?
That's actually a really good question. Right now we're able to pick up anything. If you're using manual control, it can basically pick up stuff that is under 300 grams.
Any information on potential price point?
Not sure about that yet. Hopefully it will be a reasonable price for everyone.
Last question. How does this thing do in the BattleBots arena? The fans want to know.
BattleBox meaning?
Apparently not a culturally universal reference, unfortunately. And I see it doesn't incinerate socks, so it's probably not for the BattleBots arena. This is the world's first bendable monitor from LG. At the push of a button, it can go from a flat screen to a 900R curvature. All right, so what do we got here?
Something really exciting. I mean, we have this huge OLED that is now, as we call it, bendable. What this means, you have the ability to change the curvature at the touch of a button on this. I can press the button and bring it down all the way to a 900R curvature. And that's like perfect where the position is going to be on your desktop, on your, for your computer setup. This is an excellent monitor. And then it, of course, has the immersive capabilities to go from flat when I'm working to curved when I'm gaming.
Wow, so LG's bendable offerings are here to stay. They're a new line.
They seem to be pretty popular. They certainly garner a lot of interest at CES. That's why we're talking, right? So yeah, it's one of those really cool flagship wow products that, this is like perfect for me. We just hope to sell a lot of them.
No pricing details yet, and release date will be put out later this year. So what are we looking at here?
So this here is the OLED T, one-of-a-kind transparent OLED TV. Only available in the 77-inch size, as you see here, but is now available for sale on LG's website. So what you'll see here is if you see the box behind the television, actual curtain will roll into it. As you see, it'll come down from the top of the screen right now, and it'll roll into the back and then be your transparent design. When you want the black to come up as a genuine TV look, you can hit a button and you can call the curtain up to the TV to see it as a full television display. What I can tell you about is the Zero Connect box, which everything connects to on the TV at the bottom right corner, is going to be within a 30-foot radius, supports up to 120 hertz. Anything you plug into the TV, you'll communicate wirelessly via that box.
How about price point? What are we looking at?
$60,000 US retail price.
Wow, okay. And is this available right now, or when's the release?
Yeah, they ship out on the 16th of this month as of LG's website this morning. Depending on orders, of course, that date is subject to change, but right now they're available for pre-order on LG's website.
So, talk to me about this new product we got here. What is this?
Hey, this is the first time we just launched the XREAL One Pro to the public.
For people who have never seen the XREAL glasses before, can you talk about some of the use cases for this product? How are you intending people to use this?
Users love to use this product. One is for the immersive entertainment. They're gonna just connect the glasses to their phone, to their laptop, to watch the movie they like. Especially when they just lay down on the sofa and lock the screen over this direction, yeah, just chill out and watch the movie. That's our own personal time.
Very cool. You can see how this would be pretty beneficial if you needed a larger workspace, or you wanted that kind of immersive entertainment experience you were talking about, you know? For us glasses wearers, I have to ask the question, are there any plans to offer prescription lenses in these glasses?
Yeah. If you get this product in the box, we'll have the inserts with a prescription.
Pinch to confirm.
Use your right hand to pinch to confirm.
This is rad. Yeah.
Okay, so now what you're seeing is like a football match.
I am.
The little TV is right here.
Yep.
And you can use the keyboard, the arrow key.
Okay.
Maybe the up key. There we go. You just push the screen further.
Oh, okay. So I can make it smaller or bigger.
Or bigger and into different levels.
This is gonna be XREAL One Pro is started pre-order on our website and on the Amazon. It will start from $599, but for the other device, XREAL One, it will start from $499.
And how about the launch date? Immediately, or when does it launch?
We already started pre-order, and probably the ship date will start from March.
Last year I was impressed by XREAL's offerings, but this year the screen is bigger, it feels crisper. Look, it doesn't feel like a super dramatic step forward, but it's very cool, and I think we're getting to the point where it's lightweight enough, where it's crisp enough, where it's stable enough, where you can see this as a viable alternative to sitting and watching your TV or looking at your phone. It's comfortable. This is Lenovo's new ThinkBook Plus Generation 6, the world's first rollable AI PC. I love it. Never seen anything like it before. This laptop works in two simple modes. 14-inch mode, which feels like your classic compact laptop for everyday use. Then, when you need more room, it unrolls into a 16.7-inch vertical screen. Great for getting stuff done or just having extra space to work with. In 14-inch mode, the resolution is 2000 by 1600, clear and sharp for most tasks. But when you expand it, that jumps to 2000 by 2050, giving it even more vertical space to play with. It's a simple idea, but it makes a big difference when you're juggling multiple tasks or just want a more immersive screen. How does it work? How does the technology work?
So most of the technology in terms of rollable have backward folding, but the engineers have made a big breakthrough where the display is actually rolling below the keyboard. So that what it does is that it tries to have a protection over the display, as well as it's kind of saving some batteries there. You can pull up the workspace and then snap in your present window, pin this up, and then you bring up your other productivity app. So here you have two different windows and you can multitask with these.
And the way this thing is set up is it's capable of snapping to a few different preset templates for different windows to be open on the device. Yeah. Whether you're coding, working on a project, or just scrolling through vertical content, this rollable screen feels like it's made to adapt to whatever you're doing. It's a pretty bold move from Lenovo. They've always been about pushing boundaries, but a laptop with a rollable screen? That's a whole new level. It's compact, clever, and honestly, just really cool to see in action. Behind me is a new device so that passengers don't have to take their shoes off anymore when passing through airport security. It's a new invention that's part of the Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology Directorate. Let's go check this thing out.
So this is a prototype millimeter wave-based shoe scanner. It's a technology very similar to the body scanners that are at the airport today, with the goal of helping passengers be able to leave their shoes on as they move through TSA security. So when I click go to take scan, you will see those rotate underneath your feet. It takes about a second.
That's cool.
And once it's done, we are able to we've already completed the scan, and then we're able to go. And so we have this is about the bottom of your feet, and then we're looking through layer by layer. It is not an X-ray system. We're not, we don't use X-rays for screening the traveling public.
Which is why I'm not wearing a lead blanket right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's essentially radar. So it's going to send a radar signal. It's going to pass up through the shoe. As it hits different materials, we get a reflected signal back based on the time and the amplitude of that signal that comes back. We're able to reconstruct that into a three-dimensional volume. With that three-dimensional volume, we can hand that to an automatic detection algorithm that can look for specific materials that shouldn't be there, for anomalies, for anything like that. Traditionally in millimeter wave systems, we'll use a metal F target to show that as a target of interest. So if we hide that in there, and we put these on the windows, and we scan. Now as we go up through the shoe, right? Everything looks fine, and then now you can see the metal F lit up right in through there, and that would not go well.
Last year at CES 2024, Honda introduced their Saloon concept, and this year they're back with a prototype. We were told that they're working to have this vehicle be the world's first level 3 autonomous self-driving vehicle, which means completely eyes off. You know, whereas the competitors right now are full self-driving, but you know, you have to have hands on the wheel, you have to focus. This will be the world's first eyes-off self-driving vehicle if they have their way with it. Here in the center panel, there's kind of this like crystalline construction here with some really rad lighting on the inside. Yeah, just a really appealing design experience in here. Honda says their design philosophy is thin, light, and wise. And you can definitely feel that in this vehicle. You know, it feels like it doesn't have any extra fat. It feels like a spaceship that could take off right now and at top speed. This is the XPENG Aero, a flying car that is towed and launches out of the back of a hybrid vehicle. XPENG was here last year and you're back. What's new?
Yeah, so last year we have, a concept. That thing doesn't actually fly. But this year, this aircraft behind us, we already finished a manned public test flight back in November. So this is not just a concept, it is a real aircraft. We're going to deliver it to a customer next year in 2026. We're going to get airworthiness and a type certificate done within the next couple of months in China. So this is, the future is not the future, it's coming.
For people who have never heard of you guys before, I see the aeronautic device there, and then I see the vehicle. Can you explain the vision for this, the interplay between them, how this works?
Yes, so what we're doing here right now is you're now able to drag a whole aircraft with you. When you arrive at a scenic destination, you're able to take flight. It's way better than having a camera or even having a drone. You get to go on there with your own eyes, seeing the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your life. I'm a pilot myself. We need hangars for our aircraft. We don't need one because that vehicle is a hangar, it's a charger. It protects the aircraft. It can move the aircraft anywhere you want it.
All right, so getting into the XPENG Aero right now. Wow. So you got the control stick there right in the middle. You have the, little control panel here with the buttons. You have the screen. I assume this is what you were talking about earlier. If you just wanted to touch a location and go there, you could just kind of have the flight automated, which is something else. As an amateur drone operator who regularly flies them into telephone wires and walls, this could be a very good technology to keep me alive. And speaking of that test flight, I understand that test flight was done in China. Have you been able to do anything in the United States yet?
Yeah, so not yet. We're not looking forward to enter the United States as our primary market that we're going to enter to. We are looking at it in the future, of course. So obviously we're serving Asia and the surrounding countries for now, but then just even for people in this country, it's going to be here maybe in the next 5 years or so. The price for both of these in a bundle is only $300,000.
Oh my goodness, that's wild. Tell me about range.
Range, so we don't have the official number for the aircraft yet because it's still prototyping. Yes, we flew a human already, but then obviously we're still making it better, so I don't have the number for you that. What I could tell you is that car right there can go up to 1,000 kilometers, so 621 miles. That's the capable of the car. And it can charge the aircraft up to 6 times.
This neural earbud is from Naqi. It's a safe, non-invasive alternative to brain implants.
We're building neural earbuds that allow individuals to command, control, and navigate their entire connected world, hands-free, voice-free, and sometimes even screen-free. Really what's magical, what separates us from the other world of neural wearables is the footprint that we developed it in. We developed our neural earbud into really an earbud that's almost indiscernible from regular run-of-the-mill earbuds, and it looks no different than any other earbud, with the exception that it picks up micro gestures of the head, facial gestures in the form of electricity that's generated from facial muscle contractions, and then allows you to really command, control, and navigate almost any piece of connected technology.
This is the brand new Atari handheld Gamestation Go. It's like a revived version of a retro vibe. You know what I mean? It's somehow like it feels retro, but it also feels new and cool.
So some of the key features of the Atari Gamestation Go is that it includes the paddle similar to our Atari Gamestation Pro from last year. But now in addition to that, we're including a trackball and a number pad, as well as shoulder buttons, which are all new features as part of the portable handheld. Additionally, it has a 7-inch screen, and then of course stereo sound. It has HDMI out for connecting it to your TV, as well as pairing up to 2 additional controllers, so you can play those wirelessly, almost kind of like a Nintendo Switch, but with your favorite Atari games. It has a micro SD port that you can use for firmware updates. Wink, wink. Additionally, it has a feature that we developed called Smart Glow. Only the controls that you need for a particular game will light up, which is really helpful for different games over the years that need different buttons.
So I gotta ask the question I think a lot of people were wondering, is this thing an emulator, or will there be brand new game offerings? What can we expect?
It's a combination of technology that we use to run the games, because it includes Atari 2600, 5200, 78, Arcade, M Network, and now it's going to include the Atari Recharge collection, the Centipede Recharge game, Atari's Balls of Steel pinball game. So there's a number of different consoles that we had to incorporate with these that have their own requirements.
That sounds like a great excuse to fire this thing up. Can we turn it on?
Let's do it. That's why we're here, right? This is our all new intro screen. Super exciting.
It's definitely not 8-bit, I'll tell you that.
I mean, there are some 8-bit games, but it does a lot of things. You can see the general UI, which is all new. So this is the Atari library, and then it's divided by console. So these are the stat picks. So really the games that we thought people would have a great experience playing on the device. And then as well, it's divided by consoles.
How about price point? Do we have a price point for this thing yet?
Yeah, so the price point for this is going to be $149.99, and that's our MSRP.
And how about release date? That's the other big question.
Yeah, so the date that we're saying is Q3. That's kind of the public date that we're sharing. But we know people are really excited about it, and we hear you.
So I'm seated in the Razer Project Arielle, the world's first mesh chair with heating and cooling.
So hopefully you're starting to feel some of that cool air on your neck, the side of your body. So what you're actually feeling is our bladeless circular fan design built directly into the back of the chair, similar to a Dyson. And if you see on the front, you'll see slits on the top and the side where the air is actually coming out. Another cool feature is if you go from hot to cold, you'll see that the chroma will start to change as it heats up and cools down.
So the way this specific technology works is that it is mesh for better breathability, and the fan in the back is controllable right here from a little control panel where you can control fan speed and you can also go between cool and warm settings. So can we talk about price point and launch date?
So this is just in the concept phase right now. So unfortunately we're not discussing price or timing, but last year at CES we actually showed off Freya, which was our haptic cushion for interactive gaming, and that came to market 9 months later. So you never know, but right now it's still in the concept phase.
Got it. So stay tuned for more information. The device behind me changes the way you can experience VR. Welcome to the Rotoverse.
So this is the Roto VR Explorer. This is a product that's been 10 years, a long journey to get here. We launched just a month ago as part of the Made for Meta program, so this is a Meta endorsed product. And the concept is that in VR, people may wish to stand, but some people may wish to sit, to watch a movie, to browse and shop online, to chat with friends, to play games, to work. And so we've built what we believe is the ultimate ecosystem for a seated VR user. And wherever you look, the chair automatically turns. And then we have haptic feedback that goes through the chair, all running wirelessly to give you the best experience.
Can you tell me about the different versions that people can purchase and when they'll be released?
The Roto VR Explorer, you can buy it now in GameStop in the US or on Amazon or our website, rotovr.com. It's $799 with free shipping. It's completely modular. You can upgrade the seat for an extra $299, which gives you extra comfort, and you've got the arm support, which supports future accessories that are coming out later this year. We have a desktop application. If you want to work in VR, you want to be able to have your keyboard with you at all times, wherever you go on your journey. And so we have a desktop that turns with you. And in the future, we'll have holographic communication with a camera as well. So that's super exciting. We've got the joysticks, or HOTAS as we call it. So this will turn into a motion simulator for like over 100 games in August. So Microsoft Flight Sim, that kind of stuff. It will, the chair will match the in-game cockpit religiously. And then we've got racing, where you'll be able to race in 360 degrees with a force feedback wheel, with the haptics going through your body in the top titles that are out there. Yeah, I have faith in where VR is going, thanks to the huge investments and pockets of innovation from all over the world solving various problems. But ultimately, what's the user going to be doing? VR is not just about what you see, it's about what you feel and what you're physically doing, and we're supporting the user in whatever journey that they wish to go on.
So you're looking at the world's first true pocket projector, something that can really fit inside your pocket, does not project at a lame 360, but actually 720p with a maximum size of 80 inches and minimum of 20 inches. Super cool, little tri-fold device that folds out like this. You don't need any lame boxes to connect this to. You can actually connect it directly to your phone to project videos, your videos, live camera feeds. It has a magnetic base. The cool thing about this is the Kickstarter launches in 2 days. So we're right on the front lines of this one. This thing is hot, just about to come out right now. Go on Kickstarter, check it out. So this device here is the future of indoor gardening. Tell me about your company, what do you do?
So this is the Plantaform Smart Indoor Garden, and essentially it's an espresso for your garden. So you grow your favorite veggies, herbs, tomatoes year-round, literally at the push of a button.
Why is this better than me just getting a few flower pots and putting it on my windowsill in my kitchen?
You're gonna kill those pots just like me. So this is essentially bulletproof. The only thing you'll ever have to do is add water once every 3 weeks, and it's on autopilot.
Tell me about the idea for the design. This thing is really rad looking. It looks like an alien egg or something.
It's because we use a NASA technology called fogponics, and this technology uses 50% less water than hydroponics and grows plants around 20 to 30% faster. Essentially, you got an internal root chamber, so a little tower where you plug in the pots or the capsules. Then surrounding it, you got these windows. It's like tinted magnetic windows that actually allow the device to block the light from intruding your room, but at the same time control the temperature. So different plants require different settings, and so the temperature, humidity, LED wavelengths, nutrients, watering, it's all adjusted depending on the cultivars that you're going to grow.
Do you guys sell the seeds as well, and are there special seeds that you plant it with?
Well, we sell a lot of like a variety of seeds. These are organic, non-GMO selected seeds that we've pre-tested for like a very, very long time to make sure that the settings are nailed down. So we can guarantee you that with our seeds, it'll always be reliable, consistent, and perfect, but you can grow with your own seeds.
How about cannabis for us Nevada and California residents?
You can. You can grow cannabis. We don't sell it, but you can.
But don't do that in illegal places. All right. Tell me about price point and release date.
So we've been selling in Canada for the last year and a half. We just launched in the US this week, and we're selling this for $499, which includes also your pod pack, your nutrients, and delivery all in one.
We're at Halliday's booth right now. They've been getting tons of buzz by marketing themselves as the world's first proactive AI glasses with invisible display. So you guys have been getting a lot of buzz. What's going on here? What's the product?
Yeah, right. So we're shipping smart glasses called Halliday, which is a world's first proactive AI carried glasses in the world. And we ship two actually special features here. One is our invisible display ability. And from our software side, we provide the user with the proactive AI. And what I mean by that is like you don't have to ask the question first to the AI in order to trigger the question, but the AI will be constantly helping you in the process of the conversation between the user and other people. So the AI will actively pop up the message that help or guide, the conversation for the user.
Is it just an audio device, or is there a camera as well built in?
Yeah, I mean, like the camera is not there carried for this generation, but yeah, we have the audio system. Like there's a microphone. We got two speakers on both sides of your, of your legs of the frame, close to your eyes. So yeah, like we have an audio system built inside.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like you're looking through the frame, not obstructed whatsoever, and then you can look up. And it seems like it's in the frame. Is it built into the frame? Like there's a little viewer?
Right.
There's like a little box that you look up and it's giving you this panel with all kinds of information. It looks like it could potentially be like text messages. Now I assume if you're talking to somebody and all of a sudden you go like this, it's gonna mess with the conversation a little bit. But like you were saying, if you were to just like glance up here real quick and be like, oh yeah, Melody is here, outside. I need to go let her in. Then that's pretty useful,